Hari Om. So today we're going to be taking practice of some of the joint-free movements that we've done before, but we're going to do it from a supine position. So this is especially helpful for those people who have been recovering from some kind of illness or from surgery, or who find it really hard to be doing things in a sitting position. It might be that you are going to be helping someone who is still in hospital or who is in a bed, in their home. So these kind of movements can be helpful done in a different way. And it's really important also for you to just feel how different it is laying in supine position, because you also have your back supported. And some of the positions when we were sitting like this can get a little bit difficult on the back, so you've got much more support. You can also use cushions, pillows, according to the need of your student. And if they are in like a hospital bed, then you may also be able to move the bed a little bit more upright, which can make it easier to do certain practices. So today, everything on the mat. Alright, so before we start, we'll just come to in a cross-legged position, and you can bring your hands. Today we'll do a different position. We'll do Jnana Mudra, so the index and thumbs touching and the palms facing down. So this can just be a little bit more internalizing. When we're doing Dhyana Mudra, it's like, get that energy, but sometimes you've got enough energy but you just want to concentrate and focus it. So Jnana Mudra today. So a cross-legged position or any kind of sitting position that you prefer, keeping your spine upright, closing your eyes gently, taking a deep breath in and out, and again in and out. Just allowing your body to relax. Relax your face, your shoulders, your back, arms, chest, belly, pelvis and legs. And now, as you inhale, remember your resolve, sankalpa, if you have a personal one, and exhale, relax. We'll chant 3 Oms and the Guru Mantra. Inhale. Gently opening your eyes, releasing your hands. So we're going to lay down on our mat. Or bed. Okay. Just take a breath in and out. And again, breath in and out. And we're going to start with the toes. So all we're going to do is stretch out the toes and clench the toes. So inhale, stretch. Exhale, clench. And just close your eyes here. Continue to do this movement of the toes so you can be more relaxed. And relax. Now we're going to do the heels. So inhale, push your heels forward. Exhale, point your toes. Inhale, heels forward. Exhale, point your toes. And continue. So just trying to focus only on the movement that you're doing. And relax. Notice how the ankles feel. And now we're slowly going to rotate. And it might be that sometimes you actually need to help your student. You might very, very gently rotate their ankles. You might very gently move their body if they've really had a lot of problems and they find it very difficult to move. But if you're going to be touching them and helping them with movements, you need to do it really, really gently. And of course, you need to be getting continuous feedback from them. All right, the other way. Relax. Okay, so we've done our ankles. Now we're going to do our knee contraction. So inhale, contract your knees. Exhale, relax. Inhale, contract. Exhale, relax. Inhale, contract. Exhale, relax. Inhale, contract. Exhale, relax. Okay, now we're going to do knee bending. So from here, you can slowly slide your foot towards your bottom and then again, slide it back. This is the easiest option. Or if you want to increase it a little bit, you can lift up the foot, lift the knee, place the foot down, again lift the foot, extend and lower it. Of course, this is a little stronger on the core. So it might be that they need to build up for this. Or you can stick with the sliding. All right, we'll move to the other side. Start with the sliding. And then if you want to lift up a little, extend, and again, bend the knee back and the foot down. You can also rest it if needed on the floor, then again lift, bend, and back. Okay, so this is our movement. Okay, so this is our knee bending that we've done. Now we're going to do the knee rotation. So the easiest option is to have the knees bent. And when we bend our knees, we're making it much easier for our spine and it's easier for the core. We don't need to utilize it as much. So having both knees bent, then bringing one knee towards us, holding onto our leg and rotating. And even if we don't hold onto the leg, it's still going to be fine. So you can do either option. For some, it might be hard to hold the leg. So it might be further away. And the other way. Okay, we'll swap over. So remembering that we can utilize the breath here. Remember also you can have your eyes closed. And the other way. Okay, and bringing your foot down. So we've done the toes, the ankles, we've done some on the knees. Now we're going to move to our hips. So we're going to start with the half butterfly. Okay. So one option is you put your foot onto your thigh, okay, and then slowly bring your knee down and back. And you can utilize your hand for some of it. You might be able to keep your hand on your leg. So this is one option. Another option is to have the knees bent and bring the knee out to the side and back. Okay. We can also have the foot on the thigh here and turn it out. So lots of different options. I encourage you to experiment with all of them. Okay, you can use your hand or not. Of course, we can also do this with the leg flat. It's going to be a little bit stronger though. I usually prefer to have the knee bent. It gives a little bit more support. And here your back is staying relaxed. Okay, so a little bit of that movement now. Before we move on to more of the hip stuff, I'm going to do that ankle rotation. So we're just going to lift up this other leg and rotate. And this might not be possible for everybody, okay? If they're finding it hard or if they're very large and they can't reach to their foot, then just avoid this one. You can continue with the other rotations, or you can also do the rotation for them. Then the other way. Okay, and relax. All right, before we continue that, we'll move to this side. So we'll start with our half butterfly. So remember the options. You can have the foot on the thigh here. You can have it close to the hip, or you can bring it a little further away, or you can have the foot on the ground. And remember, you can also do it with the leg flat. But I do find that it's not supportive as much. Okay. Now our rotation. And the other way. Okay, relax. All right, now we're going to do the hip rotation. So you've already done where you're holding your knee and your foot. You can do this way with the knee bent as a support, or you can hold the foot and the knee and rotate in this way, or you can just rotate with the knee bent, or there's a lot of options here. You can have the other leg flat. Now, in class, you've done this rotation. which is good, but it's strong for the core. So one option is having the knee bent. Okay. Another option, like we've seen, both knees bent. And another option is this leg is bent and this leg is moving. Okay. Go the other way if you haven't already. You can experiment with all of those options. Okay. But the good thing, and I much prefer this hip rotation in supine, because I feel the rest of your body can really be much more relaxed. And you can get a lot of opening with the hips in this way. Okay, relax. Okay. Now, if we want, we can move from side to side like the baby movement. So rocking the baby, but it can also turn into the happy baby. The half happy baby pose, I should say. So where you're bringing your knee downwards and your foot is facing up. So this can be a nice little stretch. And release. Okay, so we've done quite a bit on this hip. We're going to move to the other side. So you've got the hip rotation, the regular one, where your hand is on your foot and your knee, and you're rotating, or you can lift up the foot and rotate, or you can just do it without the hands. And we've given all the options, so you can have a play around with that. Go the other way. Okay, and then we've got the rocking the baby. Get a slightly different stretch when you're bringing the foot over to the side, which is quite nice into the hip and the bottom. And then we can bring our knee back, so our half happy baby movement or pose. Okay. So we've done some hip rotation here. Now the butterfly. So the regular butterfly. Now there's lots of ways we can apply butterfly in our practice, but here we can do it as a movement. So our knees are apart, and then we can slowly bring our knees up and out, up and out. So we can continue it as a movement. I prefer to just keep it static, so just staying in this position with the feet together and the knees out and just relaxing. So just breathing normally. And if they're on the bed, then you can also use some bolsters or some pillows underneath their knees so that they can relax a little bit more. Of course, again, you can change how close the feet are to the body to increase or decrease the intensity. All right, now slowly releasing, bring your knees up and lowering your legs. Now we're going to move to the upper body. So we can keep our knees bent if we want to, just so it's more relaxing for ourselves. And we're going to start with the hands. So we're going to stretch out the hands and then clench. Stretch and clench. Stretch, clench, stretch, clench. And it's quite a different feel when you're raising your arms up like this. Again, if it's too intense, you can have the elbows down, or you can just do it from the sides. So any of those options are going to be fine. Shake it out. And we're going to do the Frankenstein hands. So bringing your fingertips back and then pointing them downwards or away. Okay. And it feels quite different doing this one in this way. Again, remember your options. And shaking it out. And we're going to move into the rotation of the wrists. So again, bring your hands up, making the fists and slowly rotating. And the other way. And shaking out your hands. So that's a little bit for our wrists. We can also do all these fingertip pointing and all of that as well. But let's just move on to the elbows. So the elbow rotation, we're going to use the floor as a support. So bringing your elbows out, and we're slowly going to start the movement. Again, I prefer to do one at a time, not two. Okay, the other way. All right, and then on the other side. A slow rotation. And the other way. So we've done our wrists, we've done our elbows. Now we're going to do the shoulders. So I just like to start with a little bit of shoulder movement where we bring our shoulders up and then press them down. And actually we could have done that in sitting position as well. So inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Okay, now we're going to bring our arms up, and here we're going to bring our fingertips to our shoulders and then stretch out. Okay, so again, feels quite different. And you can use the breath, so exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, inhale, exhale, so on the ground, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right, so next what we're going to do is the shoulder rotation. So we're going to roll onto our side and we're going to come into Anantasana type 1, which you've done before, and we can have the knees bent so it's a little easier, fingertips on the shoulders, and slowly rotate. And it might be that they need to rest their head down, that's also fine, or you might have a pillow or a bolster. You can do this laying on the back, but you won't get the same range of movement. All right, the other way. Okay. All right, we're going to do the other side. So I'll just turn away for a moment. And the other way. Okay, now you can stay here. I'm just going to show you another option. So here we have a bolster or a couple of cushions or a rolled up blanket, whatever you've got around. You can lay down. Okay. The knees can be bent. You can have a cross-leg position, or you can keep straight, or you can have the knees bent. And we can again do the rotation. We can do a double version. So this is also nice. We'll go back the other way. Okay, and now we'll move into the neck movement. So you can have a cushion under the head. You can also do it on a bolster. The movement won't be as much, but if it's difficult, you can always come a little bit up to sitting position. So all we're going to do is tuck our chin in towards our chest. Okay, then straighten, then tilt the head back. And straighten, head to the side, so the ear towards the shoulder. And straighten, and the other side. And straighten. And actually we didn't do Datta Mudra earlier, so let's turn our head to one side, so you're getting that different stretch, and back to the front, and the other side, and back to the front. And now tuck the chin in, slowly rotating, and then the other way. So inhaling to the right, inhaling back, exhale left, exhale to the front. All right, slowly rolling over onto your side and coming up to sitting position. So we've done quite a few options laying down in supine, and of course you can apply lots of other types of movements in supine position as well, where you can get great benefits. Some of those really nice gentle twists are really helpful for the body. And as you have known from our back pain classes, there's lots of things we can do in supine where the back is fully supported. So it's nice to apply these kind of movements in the supine position. So we're going to finish here with chanting of Om. So sitting upright, and we'll bring our hands into Jnana Mudra, closing our eyes. Take a deep breath in and out, and again in and out. Now inhale, remembering your resolve, gently opening your eyes, and we're finishing the practice for today. Hari Om.